All right, what's up everyone? OJ here with Extra Essence, and we do have a Halo Infinite update for the Xbox series of systems, Xbox One and also PC. 343 Industries has talked more about what's going on with the Battle Pass and updates going on in the future, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. For Halo Infinite developer 343 Industries is making some big changes to the game's Battle Pass that is basically plagued a lot of people's frustration with this game so far. So the progression system is a bit of a problem here, and in the wake of all the negative feedback that they are getting about it, the changes outlined recently are now going live in the game. And also 343 Industries does say that it's just the initial step. Now, a more robust updates are going to take a bit more time, says 343's Brian Gerard, and they greatly appreciate all the support and please keep the feedback coming. They did also say about that. So here are the rundown of the changes that you can expect for the Battle Pass in Halo Infinite. So Halo Infinite players can now earn XP by completing match-made games. The Play One Game daily challenge is now worth 50 XP each. The challenge deck is also being updated to better serve the players of all skill levels. This first bullet point here is very important because now you actually get experience for finishing the matches instead of just relying upon killing 5 people with this weapon or doing just this with this weapon. You can actually earn that when you're just playing the game, which is how it's supposed to be for the most part when it comes to it. I'm not exactly sure why they thought they shouldn't give you like XP for completing the matches normally and really worrying about just this many kills so people don't play the objectives and more are playing for the Battle Pass. So that's a very good change there. Now we have some more. The Halo team has now also resolved issues with the following challenges which were causing progress to not be tracked: Heat of the Moment, It Bears Repeating, George Would Be Proud, or Jorge Would Be Proud, and Ultra Tech. Additionally, XP boosts will now last for 1 hour rather than 30 minutes. The in-game tooltip may continue to show 30 minutes as their expected duration, but the boost timer will start from 60 minutes once activated. Now also, as results of these changes, all progress on active daily and weekly challenges will need to be reset. However, all players who sign in between November 23rd through the 30th will receive this week's ultimate reward, the Sigil Mark 7 visor. Now, also, Brian Gerard had this to say as well: challenge and boost adjustments are now live in Halo Infinite. Now, originally, Brian was responding to what the Halo support was actually saying on there. I'll have links for you guys in the description. You guys can go check out what Brian Gerard said in his tweet, plus also the Halo support if you guys want to give them a follow so you can stay up to date on what's going on with Halo. And of course, I'll be covering the game like crazy here on the Extra Essence channel. Now, also, GameSpot does right. Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer beta launched on November 15th during Xbox's 20th anniversary celebration stream. The game's first Battle Pass is also now available. You can also check out GameSpot for more information where they talk about the Battle Pass guide. So if you're interested in learning more about how to navigate that Battle Pass and also tips as well when it comes to the weapons and more, I'll have links for you guys in the description. So I do want to discuss this just briefly when it comes to my own opinions on this. Now, I did do a previous video on Halo Infinite, so if you want to hear more of my initial impressions on the game, you can do so, but I will give a little bit of an update in terms of just what I think of the game and this whole Battle Pass situation. I'll be completely honest with you guys, I'm kind of old school and I actually don't care about Battle Passes. I don't care about Battle Passes. I don't care about the skins. I don't care about the rewards. I don't really care about any of that because I grew up in the time period of Halo when I played it back in the day that you didn't unlock any of that, whether it was through the campaign, which I never really liked the campaign much anyway, but whether I played through the campaign or the multiplayer, you would just play with your friends and you would have a lot of fun. And that's what made Halo so great to me. Now, I understand you have to evolve. This is not 2002 or whatever the case is, or the original Xbox. So people like Battle Passes. people like having customization. People like having all of the different stuff that you can do in there with the animations and some of the stuff. So I get that. And it would be silly for them not to do it, because battle passes are a main driver of millions of dollars of support when it comes to games like Fortnite, or when it comes to any of the other free-to-play multiplayer games out there, whether it's other games, even paid games, Rainbow Six Siege. People love that customization and they love having that look, because you can't provide actual real upgrades to it, right? Because that way it actually throws off the balance of the game when people just have a bunch more stuff than you. And if you just started out, you're going to get destroyed most of the time. So I understand that. But as someone who played Halo 1 for like a billion hours, like seriously, I put so much time into that game, I don't really care about this and about battle passes and all that. So when this first dropped, yeah, that was an issue, but it wasn't something that I was super like upset or anything about, because I don't care about any of that. However, you do have a lot of people grinding it out, trying to get all these different things in this battle pass, and it's just absolutely terrible in terms of the progression. So they're starting to roll out changes, and there will be more in the future. Now, when it comes to the actual game, I've put a bit more time into it. I was playing some big team battle and big team matches just recently after the Spawncast. Make sure you guys check out Spawn Wave channel. I'm on the Spawncast every single week. But yeah, I was actually playing with them after the show, and I had a lot of fun. I think that the big team battles are really cool. I like the seamless multiplayer. I do love the fact that you can link up with people on PC, whether you're on PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, no matter where you are, you can play, and it's pretty seamless. There's not any issue or any problem right there. There might be a few hiccups here and there overall, but for the most part, everything runs really smooth, and I do like a lot of the stuff that they're doing in the game. However, some of the game modes are pretty bad, like the whole seed stuff. I'm not really so sure about that, and they definitely need to fix the playlists as well. I think that the playlists, and not being able just to go into Slayer, hey, I just want to do Slayer playlist with my friends, I don't want to do any of these other things, or if I'm playing a solo queue or just solo by myself, I don't want to have to go into matches with people that are playing so much for the battle pass. And even after they fix it, I don't want to have to worry about playing oddball with a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing, or playing capture the flag with people that don't know what they're doing, or don't want to play as a team in order to achieve the victory. So if I want to just play a Slayer playlist, because that's how people are going to play regardless, I should just be able to do that. I should just be able to go into it. There shouldn't be any issue at all with the playlist. Or if I even want to mix it up and play Slayer and Oddball, or play something else with something else, I should be able to do that. So I'm hoping that they fix that coming up. I think that there's definitely still some tweaks that they can make to the experience to make it even better. But so far, the base package in terms of what they've put out there for Halo Infinite, and the gameplay just more specifically here, is absolutely incredible. I think it has the right mix of Halo 1, 2-ish, and 3 with some few things from some of the other Halos, but it feels just right for us old school fans out there. But also new fans can kind of hop in and have a lot of fun when it comes to the different vehicles and the different game modes and what they do. So I do feel that, yes, it doesn't have the battle royale, and I understand that that could be a little bit of a turnoff for some of the new shooter fans out there, because it seems like everybody needs to have a battle royale. But at the same time, like, I think that Halo, like I stated in my review before, if you haven't seen it, please make sure you check it out. But Halo just needs to be Halo. It doesn't need to be Battlefield. It doesn't need to be Call of Duty. It doesn't need to be Fortnite. It doesn't need to be anything else but Halo. And as long as they make the best Halo game that they can make, then I'm happy with that. Because too many times, a lot of developers like to copy the popular fad, like to copy this or copy that, or worry about getting these fans. And I understand it. It's their livelihood at stake here. It's obviously a capitalistic business, so I completely get all of that type of stuff. And I think that's what the Battle Pass is for, and that's what those type of things are for, to kind of attract those type of players, and also, once again, make progression. Because otherwise, for a lot of people, if you're not getting something, then it's just going to be really boring, especially if you're playing by yourself, or if you don't have other people to play with. You want to at least have something to work towards, at least have some type of goals or something that you're accomplishing, which is why I think that the Battle Pass is obviously a good idea. I'm just not really caring about it too much. But it's good to see these changes here. Halo Infinite is launching officially with the campaign. There's going to be more updates coming up here in December. So I think that this is definitely good, that they're responding positively to the feedback, and they're making sure to add updates as they go along and tell people what's going on with it. So I love that about the Halo support team. I love that about Gerard over here. I love what they're doing with it. And I think that by the time that this game is out for a year and a half or 2 years, it's going to be a much, much better experience than it already is, which is exciting. exciting because the base game is already extremely well done and good. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how this game evolves. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how Halo kind of progresses with what they're doing with the Battle Pass and also what they're doing with the campaign and mixing that in. I'm excited to see just everything with Halo and how it just goes forward. Now, some of you guys were asking, or at least I think some people were talking about the physical edition and if I'm going to get that. I've heard people talk if they're going to get that or not, or digital. I'm definitely a physical guy. I'm not sure if you guys have watched some of my other content, but man, I like me some physical copies, even on Xbox with Game Pass and everything. I like physical copies. So I'm definitely going to be buying a physical copy of Halo Infinite just because I have all the physical copies of Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, like everything, Reach. I have all of them. Guardians, I don't like that game, but I have all of them. So I need to have me the physical copy of the game. What are your thoughts on this when it comes to Halo Infinite and the support that they are having? Are you enjoying your time? What do you feel they can do better in the game? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get our videos first. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.